Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PNG Pacific Capital live streams. Just gonna do a top-down analysis, but before we do anything, we're going to check Forex Factory if we have any high impact news coming out for today. So pretty much at like what 5 p.m. right now. We really don't have any high impact news in the next hour, so we do have retail sales coming out tonight at 10:30. So I will be trading live then. But let's just see if we have anything for gold for this session. Just gonna start doing our top-down analysis on the weekly time frame. See what's happening on the weekly time frame. Looking at the weekly time frame right now. The weekly candle is currently bearish at this point, coming back below this previous resistance over here that was formed on the 10th of April. Slowly starting to trade back below this level over here. We did tap into this support. The weekly resistance at 2018 really starting to drive bearish at this point. Not sure if we're going to continue bearish or not. Something we'll have to see on the lower time frames. Dropping now to the daily time frame. We are breaking below the previous daily candle low. Yesterday's daily candle closed bullish, creating support at 2010. We are currently bearish at this point. Slowly starting to head towards the 2000 level. So we're not too sure if we're going to drive bearish towards that level or not. Yeah, if we do drive bearish, I'm gonna expect this last week's Friday's kind of wick to be filled, and then look to the left, we have clean traffic coming down all the way to the next support level, which is at 1982. So if we do continue bearish on the daily time frame, that's where I'm expecting price to head to. Look at the forward time frame, we can clearly see that this current forward candle has 1 hour 30 minutes until it closes. We have kind of rejected this 2006 level, but we're not too sure how volume is going to come in. You know, if we do close below this level in the next 1 hour 30 minutes, we have clean traffic coming down all the way to the support level at 1982. So we'll see how this forward candle closes. Right now we are extremely bearish, lots of bearish momentum at this point. So we'll see if this support level at 2006 holds, or if we are going to break through it. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, can clearly see how this 1 hour support level just a little bit above 2002. Held on the previous 1 hour candle. Current 1 hour candle has 30 minutes to close. Not that much volume as yet. You can clearly see how we have broken through this most recent support level and been extremely bearish since, broken all through this roadblocks here. So pretty big rejection wick on the previous 1 hour candle, but we'll see how this 1 hour candle pushes. We have rejection on the previous 1 hour candle, so indicating this previous support level, which was formed last week Friday, holding. So I'm not too sure if we're going to reject, continue bullish or not. If we do continue bullish, expecting price to come up to 2014 level. Right now, looking at the 30-minute time frame, not that much indication of price moving bullish. We have this 30-minute candle closing in the next 3 minutes, so maybe we can have a nice drive bullish if we have some sort of resistance forming, and then we could look to potentially retest the lows. But right now, not much volume is it, so pretty much going to be waiting at this point. So I will see how it goes. As far as key levels go, we also have another key level at 2010, which we really broke out of. We could potentially have some sort of rejections off this level before starting to drive bearish again. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Just gonna adjust our zones a little bit. Yeah. Amazing. Now we're back. You know, at this point we might have a no trade day even. So this one candle closes in the next 29 minutes. We have the new 30-minute candle open right now. We'll see. See how this plays out. So looking at the 30-minute time frame, we have support at 2650 level. Is right there. From the 2650 level to the support area, this is a 30 plus pip range. So if we get something off this level, then might we just might have a nice trade here. Yeah, it's being very patient right now. Just being very patient. Like I said, the 2011 is a pretty strong key level too, so really want to see how price reacts after the 2010 level. Yeah, thank you for the like. Whoever liked the stream, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, guys. So we have chats, we have messages coming in from Discord, Instagram, a little bit on Twitter too. So we are going to go through some of these questions while waiting for something, you know, anything. You know, we also have this clean traffic from 2018. All this clean traffic coming down over here in the 1 hour time frame, even the 30-minute time frame. So, you know, maybe we could have some corrections of this move coming up. We just have to wait for confirmations. 30-minute time frame. Looking for, if we have a nice candle closure above 2009.50, then just might look to get it, get some nice drive towards the bullish side. See how it goes. It is a little bit slow at this point, but is what it is. Okay, there we go. We have volume starting to come in on the bullish side now. Looking at the 4 time frame on the right hand side of our screen, we can clearly see how this previous support level on the 4 time frame has been rejected. A nice strong rejection wick over here. Let's see. Are we retracing a little bit to continue pushing bearish, or are we looking to correct some of this move over here? So just gonna wait to see how this 1 hour candle closes in the next 22 minutes. If we do have a nice candle closure above 2009.50, just might look to get in on buys to correct a little bit of this move over here. See how big of a range this is. So this is a, man, I don't know what the fuck. My computer is a little bit slow here. It's like a 45 pip range, so no, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how this 1 hour candle closes. Yeah. We really don't have that much volume compared to the previous 2 1 hour candles, but hopefully we can have some volume coming in, going in towards the back end of the hour. So we'll see. Just have to be patient on this one. We also have this 4 hour candle retracing a little bit here, so. Yeah, 30-minute candles pushing bullish. Pretty much approaching this 30-minute zone over here, between just a little bit above the 2009 level. So this is a zone where we had a couple of rejections towards the top on Friday, Saturday, early in the morning on Saturday, and then on Monday, Asian session. So this zone turned into a support level on Friday and Monday, so we're not too sure if this zone is going to reject and hold, turn into some sort of resistance for price to continue pushing bearish. So not feeling that much of a bullish volume unless we get some confirmations. So at this point, we're just going to sit on our hands. You know, if we see something that would potentially indicate some bullish volume coming in, then we're going to look to capitalize on it. Hey, Wix 101, what's up, bro? What's good? What's good? How you doing, bro? Uh, hope you good, bro. Yeah. I'm doing good, bro. Thanks for asking, brother. I am doing good. Just waiting on confirmations to get in on our trade. If you don't get anything, then we're gonna come back during NY session. Cheers, bro. How you doing, bro? You mentioned something about moving? Ooh. Christ. Q. Forbes said, yeah, bro, I'm in Cape Town now. Successful move, first week trading. Let's get it. Man, it's always a good feeling coming back onto the charts after like a week or two off, right? It's just refreshing, bro. So good to be back too, bro. You didn't miss out on much. I actually haven't been streaming for the past week. And let's see, we had a nice break-even session yesterday. Call it a session at this point. Now we're back on it. Let's see if we can get something off this. This right here is a pretty good range to be trading in, right here. But just being careful about all these rejections towards the bottom. You know, we have a couple of roadblocks here and here, so just waiting to see if we can have price coming up above this zone over here for us to potentially take buys, like some of these moves here. But otherwise, yeah, just waiting on volume to come in. Oh, someone asked a very good question in Discord. So, the question is, any advice for traders who are new in the markets? Well, if you're new in the market, I think the first thing you could do is educate yourself. So there are a lot of resources online, free resources online. A good place to start is YouTube. If you are a visual learner, YouTube is a good place to start. There's also Baby Pips and of course some other websites out there that you can also learn from. Social platforms like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Sometimes I'm not really on TikTok, so I wouldn't know what it's like to be on TikTok, but you could educate yourself. First thing is to educate yourself. Another good thing also to do when you are a new trader in the market is to get a mentor. Having a mentor is very, very important. I mean, you could cut your learning journey by a lot if you just get a mentor. That's one. Two, start small. Don't try to go all out. Even if you learn the basics of executing, where to buy and where to sell, start small, guys. See how far you can go with $100 account, and then you slowly scale up. As you get more confident, you slowly start to scale up. 3, you have to, you know, set like a strategy that you're willing to go with, whether you want to be you want to get a strategy which would move towards the swing trading style of, you know, trading, or, you know, try to be lean towards the scalping side or day trading style of trading. So that's 3. And 4, discipline and patience. That's what I think I think that's the most important key area of the markets. So really practice your discipline and your patience in the markets. As you know, markets are brutal. So losing is part of the game. Really have to practice your character in the markets, practice your psychology, see where you're at mentally, and really being just be ready to catch those losses. So yeah, that's basically it. It's actually a question. What is your expectations for retail sales coming out tonight? Let's say retail sales coming out. Well, I'm not too much of a fundamental trader, but if we have retail sales coming out, you can always see what's happening over here. You have the forecast. What do you call it? Forecast 0.8, and you have the previous, and then I'm not too big on fundamentals, but the market always gives out a lot of volume during this high impact news. So really keen on seeing how the markets move with retail sales coming out tonight. So pretty keen on trading that. There we go. We have the 1 hour candle closing in the next 6 minutes. We're also starting to push above this resistance level to the left over here. Support level to the left over here. So this is going to be very, very interesting. Anyways, we have 5 minutes until this candle closes, so I'm going to be back. I'll get one more question before. Someone asked, should I trade news? Up to you, bro. Not recommended if you are new in the markets, but trading news is pretty much gambling. So if you are going to trade news, trade with an amount you will to risk. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna wait for some sort of support resistance to form on the 30-minute time frame before to take sells. Do get an entry right here. Stops are gonna be pretty huge. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So we have 1 minute until this candle closes. This is going to be pretty interesting. It's gonna be interesting how this candle closes. Let's see. I'll probably wait to see if see how, you know, if we trace a little bit coming down to the 2009.50 level right here. Right here is where I'm going to see if I can execute this thing. I'm gonna use half my risk on this one. So we have price starting to push back down. I'm gonna get in if we start retracing a little bit more. And we're really gonna be focused on the 1 hour time frame. We drive down a little bit more. I'm expecting a little bit. Another thing to consider is we are at the 2010 level. The 2010 level is a pretty strong, it's a significant level, pretty significant level, so. Tricky at this point. Yeah, we could get it on buys, but not too comfortable in taking buys as yet. Oh. Yeah, we have price pretty much hovering around the 2010 area, so we're gonna see if this level holds. Not. In order for confirmation, in order for us to get some strong confirmations that this level is gonna hold, we're really gonna expect to see some sort of resistance forming over here, and then we're gonna look to potentially take sales on the next candle going down. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise we're just gonna have to be patient on this one. Not much volume on the previous 1 hour candle, considering how small it is. Not much bullish volume, to be honest. So I think we just have to wait for this candle to close. This 30-minute candle to close. Ideally, we'd like to see a nice, strong 30-minute candle closure, and then we can look to potentially retest the lows. Yeah. Let's see. So what we're trying to see is, since we've already made a low over here, now we're trying to see a bearish candle closure here, and then if we have something like this, then we're going to execute on the next one coming down. That's the whole plan. Yeah, that's the whole plan. So pretty much just waiting for a nice bearish candle closure on the 30-minute time frame. Yeah. And also because gold is ranging, not going to take my normal lot size on this. We will just gonna use half a risk this one. Save the rest for deal sales tonight. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay focused on the 30-minute time frame right now. At this point, our bias for this session is sells, because we did have some nice bearish push from pre-London open, and now we're pretty much retracing. Hopefully we can have some nice bearish push. Someone asked, why didn't you enter? Well, because we don't have confirmations. You know, in this game, you really have to wait for confirmations before getting in on a trade. Yeah, you can potentially get some nice gains if you have impulse entry right there and there without confirmations. But, you know, we really want to put ourselves in the best position to win a trade. So, as we said, we saw how 2010 was a key level that price could reject off. And right now, we're pretty much rejecting this area. So hopefully we can get, if we have a nice candle closure, the next 19 minutes, then we could potentially look to see if the next candle drives bearish. Okay, so we have 70 minutes until this candle closes. Just have to be very, very patient. As we mentioned, we want to see a nice bearish candle closure before we look at taking any sells. Right now we have 70 minutes until this candle closes, so it's very important that we stay patient, stay disciplined, stay focused, and yeah. Abraham asked, Ronaldo or Messi? Messi. Messi all day, every day. 'Hey, Glenson's in the chats on YouTube. What's up, brother? What's up? What's up? How you doing, bro? Glenson, DJ Noise. 15 minutes until this candle closes. We also have 45 minutes until this 4 candle closes, so it's going to be interesting, guys. It's going to be very, very interesting. We're starting to push bullish on the hour time frame now. Very important that we stay composed on this one. Previous one I kind of closed back in the range. Usually I would wanna take a trade on this one hour candle, this waiting price to continue driving bullish, but sometimes on the sometimes during London session you have a 30-minute structure actually looking to hold. Glenson said, I hear you. Bruh. Stop penis. So someone asked on Discord, what's your target for gold for now? We're pretty much ranging right now on gold. Kind of, 4-hour range on gold between 2021 and 2027. So not looking at big targets for now. In the 30-minute time frame, if you do take buys, target's gonna be the most recent resistance here, 2017. And if you do take sells, then we're gonna be targeting these lows over here, just a little bit above 2003. So just waiting to see how this 30-minute candle closes in the next 13 minutes, so we can get something off this. Really looking to focus on the 30-minute time frame right now. Gold bearish price, yes. My bias for today is bearish at this point. Well, the weekly time frame, we're bearish on the weekly time frame. The daily candle is also bearish. We have broken below the previous daily candle low, so yeah. Let's see if we continue this bearish momentum. 4 candle, huge bearish 4 candle, so hopefully we can continue on with momentum. Momentum on this one. So yeah, I think we're gonna drive bearish. Jonas, what do you think about ICT? I have no idea. So is MT5 better than MT4? Yes, MT5 is way better than MT4. Someone asked me a question about that also on IG, and what I said was, would you rather choose an iPhone 12 or an iPhone 15? You obviously go for the latest one, so go for the MT5, guys. MT5 is way better than MT4, trust me. It's cleaner, it's more robust, it's way better. I switched from MT4 to MT5 for the past, a couple of years ago, and haven't looked back since. So if you're gonna decide between MT4 and MT5, go for the MT5. 10 minutes until this candle closes. Gonna take a 2-minute break. There we go, guys. 8 minutes until this 30-minute candle closes. On this one. Oh shit, look at this. Starting to push bullish again. Six minutes until this 30-minute candle closes, so going to be very, very patient. If you close bullish, then I'm just gonna call it a session and back for retail sales tonight. But if we do close bearish, then we're going to have potentially gonna have a nice entry. 2010, like we said, 2010 is a pretty strong key. Look at this shit. One of our candles are looking to push bullish right now. I'm only gonna pop a lot on this one. Don't ask which one is more important, win rate or R&R. Well, if you have a high win rate, your R&R doesn't matter. If you have a really high R&R, your win rate doesn't matter. So it goes both ways. I personally would like to have a high win rate, so my R&R really doesn't matter. My win rate is at around 70%, 70 to 80%, so I really don't care about my R&R. I'm a very impatient. I'm very impatient. So if I'm gonna take an L, I like to take an L quick. And if I like to take a if we're gonna win, then I'd like to win quick also. This is getting a little bit tricky right now. So we have 3 minutes until this candle closes. Said if we do a close bearish, then we're gonna look at executing. So I'm gonna be very, very patient on this one. Hopefully we can come down and test the lows. You only trade breakouts? No, I don't only trade breakouts. I like to trade momentum. If we have a continuation on the trend like this is not a breakout. This is a retracement, potentially retest the lows. So we are trading in a range on the 4-hour time frame, so I'm very, very cautious selecting my battles. There we go, 1 minute until this candle closes. This is going to be interesting. I'm gonna go half risk on this one. $20 seconds. Maybe if we can get a nice top wick and a flip, then we could look to get in. Yeah, there we go. Actually, just gonna get in right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in on a trade on this one. Really looking to see if we can really drive bearish at this point. Stops are gonna be at 2011. Just giving it a little bit of a room to move. And we're gonna be targeting these lows right down here. So entry is at what's this, 2009.49. Stop loss is at 2011. Like a 12 pip stop loss, so not that much risk. We have resistance formed. Now we could hopefully to test the lows. Entry is at 2009.49. 29.49. Hold on right now, but it's okay. Amazing. So we have our first trade of the session, and hopefully we can have some nice push towards the bearish side. Cheers, folks. We're in, bruh. Low risk. We got half risk. Not a full risk on this one. Half risk. Our stop loss is even smaller than 20. Our usual 20 pip stop. So gonna be interesting. Very interesting how this turns out. We also have retail sales coming out tonight, so not really looking to get any big trades on this one. We are currently in a drawdown at this point, but I'm really anticipating 2010 to hold. If it doesn't hold and we start breaking the highs over here, then the trade is invalid, and we're gonna call it a session. So the important thing is we had a plan, and our plan was if we get resistance here, we're going to execute anticipating price to retest the lows, and that's what we did. So this setup works 80% of the time. 20% of the time the probability is not there, and if we do take an out, that's going to be an opportunity for us to practice our patience, practice our character, improve our character, and practice our discipline by working on charts. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Shots on gold, yes. Shots on gold. We are in a little bit of a drawdown right now, but it is what it is. Hopefully we can have volume come in. Stop pushing price towards the lows. That would be great. Now the 1 hour time frame too is a superior time frame, so we'll have a continuation of the previous 1 hour candle, continuing bullish. But at this point, we had a plan on the 30-minute time frame that looked like we have a much better chance on getting in on sells. We waited for a resistance form. We had a resistance forming on the previous 30-minute candle, and right now we have this current 30-minute candle opening. This current 30-minute candle bullish right now. We do have 20 minutes until this candle closes, so we'll see. See if we can have volume coming. What's your thoughts on CAD JPY? I'm not trading CAD JPY right now. I've never traded CAD JPY. First time watching your stream, cheers mate. We have a couple of people on the streams, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. I would appreciate it if you do. Do you have a mentorship? No, I don't have a mentorship. Got too much going on at the moment. Very tricky. 5-minute time frame is a mess. What are you trading today? Well, I trade gold today and every day. I've been trading gold ever since. Gold is the only pair that I trade these days. What do you think of the gold price right now? Well, I think gold has been going back and forth to the 2000 level. Looking at the monthly time frame, there was pretty much indication that price is going to drive bullish based on how the previous monthly candle closed. But right now, looking at the current price action, currently bearish on gold, but over on the grand scheme of things, like on the weekly time frame and the monthly time frame, very bullish. We have 40 minutes until this candle closes. Not much volume on the 30-minute candle right now, but really anticipating this candle to close bearish. And if you're waiting for a certain candle to close bearish, you really shouldn't start looking at the lower time frames, because then there's gonna be a lot of noise on it. So hopefully we can have some nice bearish volume coming towards the back end of the hour and also towards the back end of these 30-minute candles. So just gotta be very patient. As long as we had a plan, stuck to the plan, executed on the plan, and if the probability is there, we take a win. If the probability is not there, then that's gonna be an opportunity for us to practice our patience, practice our discipline, walk away when we take an L. You know, if we do break above the previous 30-minute candle high, that's going to be a problem. Going to be very uncomfortable on that scenario. So regardless of whatever was happening on the 5-minute time frame and the 50-minute time frame, because we took this trade on the 30-minute time frame, we are expecting this 30-minute time frame this 30-minute count to drive bearish, regardless of what's happening on the lower time frames. If we start hopping onto the lower time frame, that's just noise. It's gonna see a lot of noise on the lower time frame. So better off sticking to the 30-minute time frame. I mean, we could manage risk, look to manage risk on a 50-minute time frame, but overall, I think 30-minute time frame isn't bad time frame at all to be taking this trade. Oh man. See, if you hop on onto the 5-minute time frame, this thing is ranging pretty bad on the 5-minute time frame. Pretty bad on the 5-minute time frame, so better off just sticking to the 30-minute time frame, because this is just a huge mess. So we have this 30-minute candle closing in the next 10 minutes. If it closes bullish, then we're going to look to see how we can manage risk. Really don't like being in a trade for this long either. But anyways, we'll see. Do you have any calls? No, I don't have any calls. How do you identify breakout from fake out? That's a good question. Candle closures. Wait for candle closures. If you have a nice candle closure outside of a range, and you anticipate the next candle to drive continuing that closure, then it's a breakout. So if you have a candle wicking up above the range and then closing back in the range, then that wick towards the top, that's a fake out. I hope that explains. Yeah, I sometimes take fake out trades. Fake out trades are pretty decent. But it's nice when you take breakouts when taking it with the trend. But if you're gonna take it in a range, then you really have to pick your battles closely. Yeah, we'll see how this 30-minute candle closes, and then we're gonna look to see how we can manage risk. Really would have loved to see this candle drive bearish towards the lows, but this 30-minute candle that we chose to take a trade on really didn't have that much volume on it. So we just have to take what the market gives us. Ideally would like to see some volume coming in, but I guess we have volume dying down a little bit now. So can you do analysis with on the daily time frame on gold? Sure, I wouldn't mind. So this is the daily time frame right now. We have yesterday's daily candle closed bullish, creating a support area right over here, just a little bit below. I mean, just around where the 2011 area is. And if current daily candle is also already broken below the previous daily candle low right here, so this could just be a retracement for us to potentially drive bearish. And if we do continue bearish, potentially have something like this. We also have clean traffic to the left, so that's why I'm leaning more towards the bearish side of things. Yeah, we also have been bearish since Wednesday last week. So bearish Wednesday, Thursday bearish, Friday was bearish. Yesterday's candle was yesterday's daily candle was bullish, but didn't really break above the previous daily candle. The previous candle high, which was Friday's candle high. So this indicates a weak bullish volume in the chart. So the current daily candle is bearish at this point. So leaning more towards the bearish side of things right now. We have 4 minutes until this 30-minute candle closes. So I'm being very, very patient on this one. We also have the... This is getting a little bit tricky right now. No volume at all with this current 1-hour candle right here. No volume at all. We actually might have price ranging until retail sales, to be honest. No volume at all. And we have 4 minutes until this candle closes, so tricky. Now again, this is not my full risk. Decided to get in on this with half risk, which means not my full allocated lot size full on session. So if I had entered this trade on my full risk, then I would have looked to manage risk by closing partials right over here. But we're just gonna let this one go because, you know, there's just not much risk involved. So we're just gonna let this one go. Two minutes until 3 minutes until this kind of closes. Ideally would like to see this 30-minute candle close bearish, but we really don't have volume at all. Hate it when this happens. Hate it when you execute a trade anticipating volume to drive price and then you just start having no volume at all. What do you think about gold right now? I think I've answered the question already. With a $500 account, what is the proper lot in your opinion? 0.05. Yeah, 0.05 on a $500 account. Holy shit right now. So we have this current 30-minute candle closing bullish on gold. So 1 hour candle has closed, looking to close bullish also. Might have the next 1 hour candle look to start driving bullish. Not necessarily how I'd like to see this 30-minute candle close. We were anticipating a bearish candle closure, but closed bullish. So we'll see how this plays out. Usually this would be a nice opportunity to get in on buys if you start breaking the highs, but we are already in a trade, so we're just gonna see if our stop loss holds. Really don't like being in a trade for this long. Been in a trade for when we execute this 6:30, so a little bit over 30 minutes. Coming back to entry. I think we're moving pretty nicely right now. If we reach 10 pips, then we're gonna look to see how we can manage risk. 10 pips. There we go. We have broken below the previous 30-minute candle low. Now we just have to break below the previous 1 hour candle low. Really keen on seeing how this 1 hour candle closes, to be honest. How do you deal with the fear and regret of missing a trade? I try not to think about it. You can only learn so much from seeing the trades you missed. But whenever I miss a trade, I look back and see how I would have capitalized on it if I was in it, and I just look forward to the next one. So sometimes people come on the charts and I'll be like, "Oh man, I should have came in earlier. Would have capitalized on it." But it's better to have that mindset of coming and seeing something play out and then be like, "Oh, if this happens again, we're going to capitalize on this setup again." Because yeah, we're pretty much back in profits right now. Forbes said patience pays patience. Amen, bro. Amen. Yeah, we're back in profits right now. It's very important that we stay patient on this one. Going to look to secure some profits, make this trade risk-free if we start coming if we come say 10 pips into profits, then Look to see if we can make this trade risk free. What is your brokerage before Blueberry Markets? FP Markets. I'm still on FP Markets. I have some accounts with FP Markets. The thing I love about Blueberry Markets is no commissions on gold, but with this right now I'm taking my trades on FP Markets, so I pretty much trade simultaneously on both accounts. Currently, Blueberry Markets is undergoing some sort of maintenance on its website, so decided to split my account just in case of anything. Yeah. Price is pretty much ranging at this point. Really not comfortable anymore. I'd stop at 2011, but you know, if you start breaking above these highs over here, above 2010.50, then I'm gonna look to get out. Because at this point, I am pretty much done with this range. Moving pretty nicely at this point. Nicely. Because we have retail sales coming out, I'm not gonna look to hold more than 10 pips. I'll look to secure profits at 10 pips and then see if our target, if we can reach our target. I think it's just being haywire right now. Actually keen on seeing how this 30-minute candle closes, to be honest. We'll see how it closes. Why do you trade gold only? Cause really want on, cause it's much better to stick to one pair and get to know its characteristics rather than trading 10, 11, 12, 20 pairs. Yeah, sticking to one pair is much better. And also with gold, you have all these big ranges on the 4 time frame, like 100 plus pip, 4 hour candles. So you know the chances of catching 20 pips, 10 pips, 11, 12 pips, 15 pips is very high. You have a high chance of catching those. You know those points on gold with every session. So been shipping for a little longer than I would like, but it is what it is. We're just gonna follow through with this. I'm keen on seeing how this 30-minute candle closes. We have broken below the previous 30-minute candle, which is a weak bullish candle, so we actually might have some nice volume come in at this point. So yeah, gonna be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Can I take a trade now? Up to you, man. This is my trade, so I'm not forcing anyone to take my trades, but if you are going to take these trades, take it at your own risk. Risk only what you're capable of losing. Practice proper risk management. And this is all for entertainment purposes only. Does GG and gold correlate? No. Doesn't correlate. At this point, I'm not expecting price to break above the previous 1 hour candle high, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reduce my risk right down away. I'm anticipating this 1 hour candle to stay bearish. Not expecting it to retrace above. So just adjusting our stops. If you start breaking above the previous 1 hour candle high, then that's where our trades are going to be invalid. So we've slightly broken below the our previous one candle low, so hopefully we can stay bearish. It's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. Actually, this 50-minute time frame candle right here looks good to join bearish at this point right now. But we're just gonna stick to the 30-minute time frame on this one. Can you trade in a stressed situation? No. No. Do not trade when you are stressed. Do not trade when you are behind on bills. Do not trade when you have a problem with the missus. Do not trade when you're stressed at all. Period. Because what happens when you're stressed is you might get desperate. You might think money would solve all your problems. And then you are going to start to get the gambling mindset, which is very dangerous when you're trading. You would like to have a clean conscience at all times when you're trading. So whatever problems you have outside of the charts, before you enter your trading station, you leave all of that outside the door and then you walk in. So yeah, don't trade when you're stressed at all. Oops, said don't trade when you're stressed. Personally, I make 100 decisions in 1 minute. Yeah, bro. It's very dangerous, bro. Like trade when you're stressed. That's why that's why you shouldn't depend on trading to be your only source of income. You know what I mean? Because when you're behind on bills and trading is your only source of income, you start to get desperate. You wouldn't necessarily be patient enough to wait for those quality setups. You'd be very, very impatient. Then you start having FOMO. Wouldn't, you start making stupid decisions. And like Forbes said, start to make 100 decisions in 1 minute. Yeah, so always be patient, guys. Shit, okay, I think we have, yeah, we only have one lot on this one, so this is pretty much our running profit for now. Only popped a lot, popped one on this one. So we'll see. 10 minutes until 10 minutes until this 30-minute candle closes. Really don't have any volume at all, bruh. Shit. For the past 30-minute candle, man, no volume. But that means that, you know, this volume we had since 4:30, this bullish volume we had from since 4:30 slowed down a little bit. So now we can potentially have bearish volume coming. Tricky. It's a little bit tricky right now. 9 minutes until this 30-minute candle closes. Someone asked, do you always mark zones on a high time frame? Yeah. Eric Niemu said there's a lot of support at 2003.78 levels, so you don't want trade to go there, but you definitely want your trade to bounce off that level for a nice rally. 2003.78, 2003.78, right here. 2078. What time frame are you looking at, bro? Eric. 2003.78 is too specific. Like maybe say the 2003 level, yeah. Well, we do have all these rejection wicks over here, so I'm only looking to see if we can capitalize on some moves coming down, potentially taking a trade, correcting some of these moves from this retracement over here. But 2003.78 is a, you know, it's a long way off, bro. In order for price to come down to the 2003.78, it has to come down to this support level area over here at 2006.50. So, and then you have all these rejection wicks over here, so it's a little bit tricky, bro. You know, sometimes this happens. Sometimes you plan a trade and then you execute thinking you would go off with momentum, but the volume just dies down, and you know, you just have to deal with what the market gives us. So when the market gives you, you know, situations like this, when the volume dies down, you really have to think about how you could manage risk if price goes against you. So how we manage risk on this one is we initially had our stop loss at 2011, and as soon as, you know, actually wanted this previous 30-minute candle to close bearish, but unfortunately it closed bullish. But the only thing that made this trade a little bit made this trade still valid is we didn't really break above this previous 1-hour candle high right over here. So Trade still valid as soon as this 30-minute candle started breaking below the previous 30-minute candle low, started breaking below the previous 1 hour candle low. Decided to manage risk by reducing our stop loss to the previous 1 hour candle high, which if you see on the 1 hour time frame, is pretty much right here. So hopefully we can have volume starting to come in at this point. Right now, no volume at all is really making me uneasy right now. Really would like to be done trading over an hour ago. We've been streaming for the past 2 hours. A little over 2 hours now. We'll see where we can move to break even. So on and so how about the supply and demand cost? Man, I have no idea what supply and demand is, to be honest. I only trade what's in front of me, and what's in front of me right now is candlesticks. Candlesticks is what's in front of me. No fancy terms, just support, resistance, structure. Looking to key levels on the right hand side, where price is at. Whole numbers, psychological levels, rejections. So on us, which one do you like the most, London session or NY session? I think London session is, I'd rather trade NY session, but right now it's much more convenient for me to trade London session. NY session is pretty much nighttime. Only trade NY session when there's high impact news coming out, but NY session is pretty much nighttime for me, so I like to spend time with family. So yeah, London session. I'd rather trade a London session, but I didn't have kids and go full margin on NY session. Oops. Any advice in terms to how to handle the success when you convert to a profitable trader? Just stay disciplined, stay consistent, stay humble. Never forget your whys. Yeah. And take some time out. I'll be back. This range here is just nasty. Nasty range. So if I wasn't already in this trade, I would have executed if and only if I see a nice candle closure below this resistance here. We have a minor resistance here on the time frame. Yeah. But we are already in this trade, so I'm just going to be very patient with this one. Do you have drawdown weeks? Without a doubt. Yep. I do have drawdown weeks. No weeks. I mean, I like to stay in and I like to have just one drawdown week. I do have drawdown days, but rarely have 2 weeks of drawdown in a row. What do you think of oil? I'm not looking at oil right now. Guys, if you guys want me to check out your charts, send it on Discord. If you send it on Discord, then let us know in the chats and we'll open it up on Discord. We have this 30-minute candle closing below this buy now support level on the 30-minute time frame. We have the new 30-minute candle open right now. Currently pushing bullish on the 30-minute. I'm gonna look to scaling. There we go. This trade is a $100 risk. So if we do get in, if we do get a scaling right here, then we're going to up our risk a little bit. This thing is ranging, bro. Actually, no scalings. We're just gonna let this on. No scalings on this one. Gold is just messy right now. Very messy. Very, very messy. No volume at all for the past 2 hours. starting to get burnt out right now. At what time do you trade? I trade London session. London session is like 3:30 to 6. Right now it's really exceeding my time right now. Only because we've been in this trade for quite a while. Let's see, when did we get into this trade? 6:30. We've been in this trade for over an hour. Holy shit. And usually if we have some nice volume in the charts, be out in like 10 minutes. That would be ideal. Will you go live for retail sales? Well, hopefully. I'm not. Yeah, I won't be trading retail sales, but I'll be trading the volume that comes after it. So, retail sales comes out at 10:30. I'm gonna be on the charts at 11, a little bit after 10:30. So we could potentially get some structure off of NYSE open. So back at entry right now. Let's get tricky right now. Getting impatient right now. Let's say we would have had a nice scaling over here. Decided to not get in on any scalings. Really want to see if we can have some nice push here. Back in profits. Been in this trade for a little over an hour right now. Price has been ranging on gold, so we'll see if we can have some volume coming. I go full margin and go. Bruh. Not good. At this point, really not comfortable in this trade anymore. If we start breaking about the previous previous 30-minute candle high, and it's going to look to close everything. And I guess price is just gonna be ranging until retail sales. So excuse me. Why did you become profitable? By changing sticking to one pair and taking 1 or 2 trades per day, and that's it. Sometimes 3. Like I said, this is not my usual lot size that I pop on gold. It's only half my risk. Gold's pretty much ranging right now. We have 50 minutes until this candle closes. 30-minute candle closes actually. We'll see. Hopefully we can have a nice flip on the next 50-minute candle. Last 50-minute candle of this hour candle. So see if we have volume coming in towards the back end of this. Back end of the hour. Start pushing price bearish, but really no volume at all. No volume at all. Yeah. Ask what times you live trade? I already answered that. Not in session. Do you take a break when you take a second trade? I only take a second trade if I want to give my first trade a second chance. Otherwise, my second trade is usually a different session. Oops, very little volume this session, yeah, bruh. Very low volume at this point. Oops, it's gonna take a E at this point. Yeah, bro. I guess we just have to react to what the market gives us. You know, sometimes we execute the market, we have volume pushing in our directions. Sometimes we execute price totally going a separate way. Yeah, at this point, I think I'm gonna close everything out. I wouldn't mind taking an L on this one right now. Or not. Yeah, I'm out on this one, guys. Decided to get out on this one right here. $50. That's fine. I'm gonna call it a session at this point, guys. Amazing session. Decided to manage risk on this. Yeah, I'm gonna capitalize on. You know, this is a very nice trade to take. You know, if we have volume, if this were to happen at the right time, then I wouldn't mind. If this had to happen tomorrow, the day after, I'm always gonna take this trade. This is a high probability setup. You know, when price makes a new low, retreats up a little bit, creates some sort of resistance. You know, I'm gonna take this setup every fucking day, I said. So just now we just didn't have that much volume for price to go in our direction. So you know, the probability just wasn't there. So there's really no need to be sitting anymore on this chart. You know, we might have price moving in our direction potentially, but you know, at this point, pretty much bent out right now. So I'm gonna call it a session. I'll catch you guys very nice. Catch you guys for retail sales later tonight, which is like 10:30 p.m. right now. It's what, going up to 8 p.m. So it's gonna have a 2-hour break and come back for retail sales. Cheers, guys. Yeah, folks, I'm gonna be back. It's gonna go have some stuff to eat and then come back. I think we're gonna have price starting to drive now, but it is what it is, you know. Cheers, guys.